Hey friends, so I really enjoyed my live with TODDIE1SKIP last night. I hope y'all check it out if you got the chance. And I introduced my art in there. I did a painting, a portrait of TODDIE1SKIP to bring my art to this channel. And here I'm going to show y'all the painting process. So if you watch the live, you've seen the basically finished painting, but let's do a little rewind to the beginning. We're getting a little millennial style splash here for Toddie's background around her portrait, framing her. Like the nice little splash effect. These splashes won't stay this dark, they'll be more of like a kind of splash outline. Next I needed to come in with a little shoulder definition for Toddie, and then we are done with the watercolors. Let those dry and move on to oils. I sketched Toddie before I started on the splash paintings for the outline, and kind of got her looking a little not Toddie-ish here once you see the sketch, but trust me, it comes together in the end. Gotta trust the process. Getting these nice modern drippy effects in. I like drips and splashes in paintings, and combined with the traditional techniques, I think it brings about a real cool juxtaposition. I know most of us follow Toddie for her Gypsy Rose content, and her Gypsy Rose content is amazing, but she also talks about Scientology. I believe she has a bit of experience in that realm, and I really enjoy her perspectives on that stuff. I remember checking out Scientology like 10-15 years ago and emailing a place just to ask some questions because I was curious, and oh my god, I had to change my email address after a few years. My inbox was constantly filled up with spam with them trying to get me come do some magnetic reading or whatever. I don't remember. You may notice my chipped nails in these videos. My nails are hardly ever done, y'all, because I'm always doing art. I've always got my hands in water and paint and solvents and cleaner, whatever. I do my nails occasionally if I'm going to be like, taking a picture or doing a video where I plan to have my hands being thrown around a lot or whatever. But then it all goes to hell pretty quick once I started on my art. There's a lot of different ways to do portraits. I know some painters who actually block out sections of the portrait and paint one section completely full to finished detail before moving on to the other section. That's never been my style. I do layers at a time and come back in and add detail, clean up proportion on my next layers and stuff like that. And I like the way it comes together in the end. There's nothing wrong with the other styles. That's just my preferred style. So you will see Toddie looking a little strange here and there, and not very Toddie-like as we go through the process, but hopefully you like the end result. Toddie did. One of the parts of this portrait that I was actually really excited about doing was Toddie's hair. I love Toddie's hair, the cowlicks and how she just goes with them. Awesome. I've always enjoyed painting hair, but the more interesting hair a person has, it gets way cooler. I actually enjoy painting people with glasses too. I like to put a reflection on the front, and I don't have that done. Didn't have that done yet whenever I revealed Toddie's portrait last night. I still need to do the glasses reflection. The reason is because I'm needing to wait until the skin tone and paint on her eyes dry up before I can do that reflection properly. But once I get it done, I will get it at the end of this video before I finish and put it up. When I first started watching Toddie, I wasn't sure I was going to be a fan or not, to be completely honest, because I liked her personality, I liked her delivery and everything, but I felt like she was believing fancy so hardcore, and I was just like, well, whatever, I guess I just won't watch Toddie. But then I checked her out a few more times, and when the Chillicothe thing happened and Toddie watched Fancy's crazy actually go down, I developed such a huge respect, because as y'all know, if you've been watching my content for long, I call myself out when I'm wrong, and I apologize. Toddie did the exact same thing. When she realized she was wrong about Fancy, she immediately came to her channel, came to her community, and was like, you guys, I am sorry, and if any of you went and donated money based on my recommendation and got yelled at, I sincerely apologize. I did not expect that. And I've been a big fan ever since. Like I said in Toddie's live the other night, for me it's not about a creator or a person in general never being wrong and never making a mistake. It's how you handle it. Do you take responsibility? Do you try to rectify it? Those are the important things to me, not being so perfect that you never ever make a mistake. The important thing is the rectification. And yeah, that's what I saw in Toddie and became just a huge fan. During this particular portion of the painting, we have sleeping Toddie. I don't have her eyes in yet, so it looks like she's asleep, closed eyes. I adjusted Toddie's smile a few times because I wanted to try and really get down the cool essence of the way that, you know, she grins at everybody in her channel, and we all love that. That's one of the reasons why we follow her. We like her personality, and that really comes out in her grin, and I wanted to get that right, so I spent a lot of time adjusting the proportions there and changing around until I felt like I really had her essence. When you start actually painting in the eyes on a portrait, the process looks a little creepy at first. Like, look, creepy Toddie there, she's got full white eyes. But then she starts coming to light. It took me a bit to get her eyes exactly where I wanted them. At first she was kind of looking off to the left, and I needed to move her more to the right. And I got that done eventually. I was having trouble with recording space, and there's a portion between the last video and this one that didn't get recorded, like whenever I added in her shirt, getting that painted in, and started doing a little shading around the chin and working on her hair, and I regret that I missed that, but you can see this here. I'm trying to get familiar with a different editing software that can handle longer videos than what I've been using, because oh god, whenever I did that cats and crochet reaction the other day, that was the second time I recorded it. I had it almost completely done, and my software dumped the draft. It pooped it out with no trace, and I had to completely do the whole thing over again. I feel like once I got in the detail of Toddie's earring, it just really became Toddie, you know, like those earrings are iconic. I don't think we've saw her without wearing them. So yeah, that really started bringing her together. Enjoying doing the detail here on her hair, that awesome hair. Portraits are honestly just so fun for me because I like really trying to look at what you see in a person's face and not so much just what do they look like. Like Toddie is a little mischievous. She likes to make us all laugh, but she's also extremely full of integrity in the way she delivers her content and the way she thinks and discusses the things that she's saying. And those were the things that were in my mind as I was working on her features and her face. I wanted to portray her expression in a way that tried to bring those things out, and I hope I got it there. I realized on a closer look that Toddie's glasses have kind of a tortoiseshell design, so I come back to get those yellow and brown highlights in there. Something I realized is that in her videos I can't actually tell what color Toddie's eyes are. I need to ask her that so I can add a little flick of the correct color in there. Here is the finished piece, y'all. As soon as it dries good, I'll be signing it and shipping it off to Toddie. I hope y'all enjoyed painting with me and seeing a new side of what I do. Anyway, have a good day. Happy New Year, y'all.